How do you think? Like, what do you think was the biggest factor that caused you to get so out of shape, Joey? If you could single down one thing.
The out of control eating.
Eating, okay.
The out of control eating. The out of control eating was I could eat. You know, nobody. When I was a kid, I was very thin, and I was ashamed, so I went on a tear. And I lifted weights, and I did everything you could do to get bigger, and I started gaining weight. And I stayed at a great weight till about 28. And then it was nothing serious. It was 220, 227, nothing serious. I still had big, broad shoulders. I still had big fucking hands, you know. Then once I got to Seattle, once I became a regular at the store, I was probably 255. And once I became a regular at the store, I just became unhinged.
Yeah, it's because like as you get a little bit out of shape, then you kind of, or you almost like give up, right? Like that's because then you're like, exercise becomes harder, so you exercise less. And then you get a bit more out of shape, and then you eat more. And then it's just this like vicious circle, right?
It's crazy about how at the age of 30, I was back in New York City. I had gotten divorced. I was broke, and I was exercising like a fucking lunatic. I worked at a gym for free because these two kids, when we were kids, their house burnt down. They lived over a bodega, and my mom helped them out. So when they recognized me, they said, "What is that? You're Coco." "No, you don't pay." So I had a gym in Jersey.
Okay.
And then I signed up for a boxing gym in New York because I could buy a locker and put clothes in there and my notebooks and shit.
Oh, shit.
So I could run around New York City, go to the boxing gym, get a little workout in for $20, pay a guy to hit the mitts a little bit, take a shower, put on a new outfit, write a few jokes, and I'd fucking go to do. So I always kept in shape. Colorado, I had a bench in my living room. It's once I left Colorado in 95 and I became in love with comedy. I can't explain what happened, you know, but if we compare, it was 3 eggs for breakfast, a half a loaf of Wonder Bread.
Damn. Yeah, that's probably did it right there, just the Wonder Bread.
I could do 8 slices of, today I take a half a piece of bread and I cut the yolk. I don't eat any egg white. Fuck that shit. I only eat the egg yolk. And I only eat the egg yolk on a piece of bread, no butter, no nothing. Before, I would break the yolk, and I wouldn't be done till all the yolk juice was broken. If it took 12 pieces of bread with butter on them, it took 12 pieces of bread with butter on them. If it took 10, it took 10. And my wife would cook the whole pack of bacon.
Damn.
The Oscar Mayer, the whole pack, a prime cut, the middle cut.
Every morning?
Every morning before she'd leave. Damn. So I'd wake up to bacon. My wife's from the South, Jack. And my wife would have, let's be honest, 2 slices of bacon. Yeah. And I would eat the rest. Then I would smoke some pot, a few cigarettes, get my blood pressure really up. And I'd go to McDonald's and get the morning breakfast.
What? This is after you had the breakfast at home?
This is after I had the breakfast at home, an hour and a half later. It had to be before 11 o'clock.
Damn. Okay.
I'd go get the McMuffin with the potato and a full-size Coke.
Wow.
And then 2 hours, and I would go for Chinese food, which is just no bueno at any level. Soup, the fucking appetizer with the thing, the spring roll, the grease is coming out of it. Yeah. The rice is 6, 7 points, but whatever was in the food, you know, the goat meat and beginning and whatever fuck. Then I would go home, and my wife would have some in the afternoon. I would eat like a piece of meatloaf, and then for dinner I would just kill it.
So this is like 6 meals a day, basically.
And then I'd go up, and if I was doing Coke, I would drink alcohol with soda. But even if I wasn't doing Coke, I would drink 16 sodas.
Jesus.
You know, you just keep going back to the bar, drinking, you're thirsty. I would never think of water. I never even thought of water as an option. Wow. Like I only drank water when I take a vitamin. Like, you know, fuck you. I'm going to drink fucking water. I never drank water since I was a kid. I didn't like water.
You know something I noticed? Recently I put this together because I put on a bit of weight and I'm trying to cut down. And I realized that all the people in my life who are thin, they all have one thing in common. And that's it. They all eat really slowly. They don't really eat anything different, but they just eat really, really slowly. Have you noticed
That's the secret.
Yeah.
That's the real secret. To eat half, push the dish away.
Yeah. But it's difficult to do that.
Talk for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Can you do that? Because
I try now. I've been doing it lately. I eat a little bit and I push the dish away and talk to my daughter.
Okay.
And we talk at the table. We talk like a family. And then I'll pull the dish back in and eat the other half.
Fair enough. I got to get into that.
Because I'm a fucking savage. I eat like if I'm in prison. I really do. I eat like there's 20 dudes and there's 6 cheeseburgers. You know? So that's what I eat like. I'm very ashamed of that time period in my life. You know?
We've all got shit that we're ashamed of.
It was so weird because I still remember it being like February or January, and I borrowed money from Josh Wolf because I had an audition for a Pennzoil commercial, a Mafia commercial that was going to be huge. The Sopranos were out. So everything they were doing at the time was Mafia related. In 2000, from 99 to 2003, I booked everything that was Mafia related. I would go out on 3 Mafia auditions a week. But I booked the Pennzoil commercial, and they said, we need you back here Thursday for a callback. Have a suit. I didn't have a suit. So I went to the Hollywood suit outlet, and they gave me 3 suits, 3 shirts, 3 fucking socks.
And 3 belts,
3 belts for $200, but you just don't smoke a cigarette next to that suit, you know? Because you will go up like a fucking, you will light up like a fucking terrorist bomber. You understand? You'll just blow up into flames. So I bought the 3 suits. See, they tailor them for you. And maybe 2 months later, maybe 6 weeks later, I had an audition. I had to put the suit on. I went to put the suit on. You know, sometimes you put your pants on and you just tuck your belly and you go, wow, I'm gaining some weight. Guys, I was 3 inches away
from getting the trousers on.
I just bought this suit 6 weeks ago. And I'm 3 inches away. But at that point, the sleep apnea had kicked into my life.
Oh, yeah.
Had a heavy dose. And, you know, I found out that during sleep apnea, your body releases cortisol, which I was already starting to get the ball on my back.
What does that mean?
When at night, when you sleep, when you're a fat fuck and you can't breathe at night, your body goes into danger. And once that body goes into danger, what does your body release?
Cortisol, yeah.
So when you sleep and it happens at night, that's why when you see obese people, they have lumps on their backs.
Oh, shit.
That's the collection of the cortisol.
Really, huh?
Like when I finally decided to get help, it was when I could feel that I was 418.
418 pounds.
I was 418 pounds.
Yeah.
I did the longest yard, and the longest yard tricked me psychologically because I said to myself, this is going to be great because now I'm going to be the fat guy from now on. So what the fuck?
So let me just eat more.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Let's just enjoy this,
Yeah.
You know, my favorite thing at those days was going and buying not the 16-ounce Coke, but the 32-ounce, and getting a pint of New York Super Fudge Chunk. And I had a big glass. My wife got me a glass from somewhere, like a milkshake glass. And I would take the whole pint of New York Super Fudge Chunk, empty it in a glass.
Oh, my God.
And put soda on it and mix it up.
God
until the whole soda and the thing were done. I was headed to death. Add the cigarettes, add the cocaine, add the fucking sleeping 4 hours a night.
Yeah.
I was just going. I was just going. And I remember that after the longest yard, while we were shooting the longest yard in New Mexico was when they put me on oxygen therapy. And at that time, when I shot the longest yard, I was probably about 380. And that's when I realized I had to do something with my life. So they had a trailer where you could work out, and I would go in there on the set and just do fucking, but I would never get on the scale. I didn't even want to see the fucking scale. Like, I didn't even want to see the fucking scale. Like, I didn't find out I was 418 till I went to some fucking place and I got on their scale. It was like some doctor's office, and I was like 416, I think I was. That's the truth.
And I mean, that number 400, like once you cross that, I mean,
no, you're done. You're done. You're in murky waters of death.
Yeah.
It was something, Professor, that I can't. My wife was tying my shoelaces. She wasn't even married to me yet.
Is this the same wife you have now?
Yes, same wife I have now.
Sure, she really loves you, dude.
She was tying my shoelaces.
Yeah.
After the longest yard, I said, fuck it, I'll play the fat guy. If they're going to pay me, I'll play the fat guy. And I kept doing it, but guess what? There was no more fat rolls. So I thought it was acceptable. I really thought this is acceptable behavior for me to do this. And I went across the street to the YMCA finally one day. I treated the YMCA like it was a gay bar. Like I wouldn't even look at it. Like I knew, Professor, when I tell you it was across the street, I'm not telling you it was around the corner. It wasn't even a 60-pace walk from my front door to the YMCA. It was a 3-minute walk.
And it's basically a free gym.
And it's a free gym. And I treated it like it was a place that gave out AIDS. Like, I'm not going in there. They're going to give me AIDS in there. And then finally I go, let me just go in there and see what's up. And I took up a brochure, a pamphlet that said, come in for a free health evaluation with a trainer.
Okay.
And I fucking signed up and I made it to the appointment. And the guy put me on the treadmill. And he put it up to 0.5. I think I had to get off after 30-something seconds.
Goddamn.
Yeah. And the guy goes, listen, go, quit smoking, go for walks, and come back when you lose 30 pounds. He goes, there's nothing I can do for you.
Wow.
And then I went back there on my own. After I would box in the mornings and then go back there on my own and hit the bag, and I would ride the stationary bicycle at that time. And I went to Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers was the best thing that ever happened to me because they taught me how to think. Yeah. And especially now. Today the program is tremendous because it's all protein. That's all it is.
Fair enough.
They don't even want you to eat. Even red meat's a little.
Seriously.
Like I had pot roast today and it cost me.
In the points thing.
The points.
So I'm not familiar with Weight Watchers. Remind me how it works again?
Right now, at this time, any piece of fish, shellfish, is free.
You can eat as much as you want.
You got 6 lobster tails? Bring them on.
Okay.
No sauce, but just the meat itself.
Just the meat itself. It's 5 points for a tablespoon of butter.
5 points.
5 points.
Wow,
So
okay.
you better play your cards right.
How many points do you get a day?
40.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
And so if I eat eggs are free,
As many eggs as you want.
65 eggs a day.
Damn. Okay.
And chicken breast are free. You can't lose.
Because protein keeps you feeling full.
Yeah. So you can't lose. Vegetables are free. Juice is free. That's what you and I were discussing on the way up here. That a couple of weeks ago I weighed in and I was a pound overweight. I go, how did I gain a pound? It was because I was going to the acai place. And she explained to me that eating fruit and blending fruit is 2 different stories because of your saliva. Your enzymes in your mouth break it down and separate the sugars or something like that. So just learning that, it was worth the fucking program. Now I know that, they agree. If you want to eat 3 bananas with your eggs, if you eat 6 scrambled eggs and 3 bananas, it's fucking free.
Wow.
You just ate breakfast for free if you could do that.
That's
If
cool.
you put ketchup on your fucking eggs, it's going to cost you a couple points. But so there's ways to finagle the system, and you lose weight.
Yeah.
And you lose weight. You learn how to eat the right way.
Yeah.
You know how many people have, I was referred for that surgery, and knock on wood, I didn't do it. Because
Gastric bypass?
Doesn't do nothing because it doesn't change your eating habits. The best thing that ever happened to me was me walking into a Brazilian jiu-jitsu school.